the
That,
AI
that's what
skill.
that's what we need you to do. That's what we need you to do.
I need you to
I'll put on
start
my.
the recap, Red.
Gotcha. No, we started off with us beginning the game. Well, after saying goodbye to the sales pitch of joining guilds and such things, only girl, and what and everyone else that came after her, we decided to pick a random direction to the jungle and see what's out there. As we took a step out and traveled for a bit, very dense forest area, not much. Definitely a lot different than the first floor. And eventually, we ran into wolf gators, crocodiles, half wolf and half what the fuck, basically. As one of them showed up, we decided to try to fight this. Finally, after having no combat so far, though it became a dire situation once the rest of his friends got there and realized that we were definitely outmatched and outclassed. And the best course of action was to make a run for our lives, as those of us. Wolf Gator, as those of us decide to use our abilities to get out of there. I believe as well with Slayer being carried off, as Maya or Steven was able to use the cat-like features that they have to jump from one tree to another, essentially. Eventually making our way back to the starting area with us realizing we definitely should probably think about either going back to the first floor or looking for some four friends, as we discussed what our options were to be or how we want to proceed with this whole thing. We were interrupted, though, as a player stepped to us, introduced himself as Justin, revealing that he understands that, we realized that we came really not prepared and offering to help us level up here. Explained that he's done this before, that this is his old account, and that he's actually a beta player. That he's more than happy to give us a hand. And we couldn't say no to such a friendly offer, as we followed him out, and with him apparently doing the attacking and we getting the experience points, as we discussed more things with him, learning a bit more about the rundown of this place, as he explained he was a beta player, and mostly it was pretty boring, higher up there in the higher levels, that he decided to try to have some fun and just go at his own pace. Granted, it can be one thing, but it doesn't really matter if at the end game you can't really do much, because everyone, up past the 99 floor is the God King. And everyone who's ever tried to fight the God King has either died horribly or not made it out, essentially. Groups of 50 or so have been the largest so far that's going against the God King, and hasn't beaten him yet. No one's seen him, and he hasn't done it, but he has no interest in that. A bit more about player trading, apparently, that goes up higher in the floors. Him giving us advice at level 6 kind of makes it, like cap there, but most of your getting more powers comes from gear and other things like that. Even making NPCs is possible later on down the line, though it's a bit gross, apparently. Regardless, we were able to level up, and we're thankful for Justin's help, as he was saying no problem. Even willing to be, have connections with us so we can talk on the forums and hang out, hopefully, having fun, essentially. As we decide to log off for the night and make our way back to the real world. Relaxing, doing our own thing. Some of us getting too much into comic books, some of us just decide to not have too much fuss going on. And, eventually the next day, we had realized that things have been changing, as I believe it was Hate's character, I believe. Oh, yeah, Mia. Mia was the one who realized that someone, Mr. Swing, username, had let everyone know that apparently we've unlocked the UI interface, apparently. Exploding with more news and hot topics. Mia trying to, persuade other people not to, look at our direction or what have you, but it only made it so they realized it was her who was one of the players. And eventually, of course, us discussing what to do in this regard. And it isn't like we really did anything wrong. We could just basically tell the truth in the sense of saying that this is due to an NPC quest is what we got. And hopefully things should work out. Maybe. We'll see. And of course, are concerned with maybe someone decides to kill us or take things by force. You never know in this type of game. And speaking with Midnight, who revealed that there's another option to ensure that we don't lose her upon death. It's her uploading to the hardware. And why would we think that's a problem at all? As we decide to agree to that, uploading her to our hardware and not having much thought about it outside of that. And, decide just to go for it with our game. Go and continue playing and just not think about too much, as we stepped back into Second Earth and had a bit of a rude hello as Rogue came down, crashing down. Seeing that it was us and making it very much a point that we had no option but to go with her. That apparently the God King wishes to have a conversation, and even if our nose, it became obvious once the pool of magic started pulling us up towards the higher levels. It looks like someone who more likely making herself more the Scarlet Witch figure, as Rogue explained, was able to do this as we went through each level. And while a bit bummed, we decided to chat with Rogue, learning a bit more about her as she seemed to reveal that her enjoyment of this game comes from, well, outside of the drugs and the sex, whatever else she did, was beating up other players, 1v1s and all of that, and having a bit of a conversation with Gwen, I believe, who mentioned her own desire to fight and beat Rogue, but we'll see if that goes anywhere. As we learn a bit more about, apparently NPCs are made with like some weird goo thing that she thinks is gross. People are up there making castles and houses and doing whatever they want. It's really a wild time up there. And the God King, well, she doesn't really have much thought. She doesn't really want to fight him. As long as she just works with him or do whatever he wants, doesn't really give her much of a reason to, well, give a shit, basically. And as we went through each floor, seeing the weird different biomes and places, it was very much an eye-opener how far behind we are as we finally made our way to the top and ascended to see the God King, who looked just like a regular old guy. Seemed to be a bit monotone and cold as he explained that, well, he doesn't really care much about those who are under the lower levels as long as they don't mess with his floor here, and that his floor is this utopia, or not necessarily utopia, but this better world, essentially, bringing order to chaos and all that. And that when he came here, this world was broken and messed up, and he has brought, well, he's made it simpler. People have their lives decided for them, essentially, and that he can see into the future, everything like that. So there's no reason to worry for these people. No reason to have doubt. As we heard his spiel, and some of us not really liking this, some of us feeling uneasy thoughts, and actually really thinking about exactly what he's saying and what he's telling us. He offered us the chance to join him, to help, let's say, police or at least bring this order to the rest of the floors. And he's not going to force anyone, of course. They have to say yes. And even with us, he's saying you can go and speak with the other Dizens here to get an idea of what this place is and what he means to push for his unity. And after we thought about it and said we'll do such a thing, I think that's where it ended last. As well as, we also got told by him that the AI are not necessarily these good, vigilant people, that they are creatures or things, that they are also a part of the problem of this world. And I think that's where it ended last, if I remember correctly.
Yes, you are still on the 100th level. High above most of the planet at this point. And I think you were left on... I'm not sure if there was anything else, because I think you left the room.
Yeah. I think we were going to see the 100th level for ourselves.
Yeah, he said we were free to explore.
Can I ask Midnight something now that we're alone?
You can ask her anything.
Does anything that the God King of Dune said awoke any memories in you, Midnight? Because some of the things he said about you are a bit weird, I guess.
Fortunately, without being able to access my full memory storages, I cannot confirm or confirm his words.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I look to the others and shrug and go,
Well,
so guys,
we're here, right? So we can look around, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
how often will we get to the 100th floor and get an idea about this place?
Yeah, my plan is to explore around, look around, talk to people. Besides,
well, we might get some information. I think any information at this point might be useful.
Yeah, I think she nods, Clover nods.
Yeah, I mean, you just pick a random direction. Are you trying to find something specific?
Crawford just picking around direction. Just wants to see people.
Yeah.
Probably. Like, I'm not sure whether it's a break room here even.
Because he showed us like a
Uh.
factory and things like that, but we don't know any of the people, how they actually live, basically.
Break rooms. No. Listen, you can. I was gonna say because you were shown a factory nearby. But you can try and locate that, or you can just like if you just follow Crasher, just randomly wander about. As
Yeah.
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 As you begin wandering down the hallways, you will eventually sort of exit this facility. Well, everyone has decided to wander about the 100th floor to see what the fuck's about here.
Okay.
Also, fucking Slayer asked Midnight, "Hey, are you evil?" Midnight's like, "I don't know if I don't have my memories."
Guys, A+ for effort.
As yeah, you'll exit this facility as you'll see this sort of kind of like almost dome built above you, high up. As this place is sort of meant to be like have like breathable air. This dome does allow you to see like sort of the night sky with a much well, it's a very weird sort of vibe. As well, there's like stars in the distance, and of course there's like, you're not sure if those are like simulated or not, but they seem to be like clouds almost. Just these like wavy patterns moving on the dome above you.
That's pretty cool.
There's like people walking about. Everything looks very neat, very orderly. You look around, the buildings are very like utilitarian. There's no real it's very like brutalistic architecture. There's only like blocks.
Yes, I love fascism.
Reminds me of New York.
Different authoritarian regime, Flavia, but
Listen, that's the type of buildings and stuff that we have here in Italy from that period.
damn, I guess the commie blocks are just universal. Every
Not the commie blocks, but everything else. I mean,
Okay.
some commie blocks. some cities.
Historian Mac here. You're wrong, Flavia.
Max says, actually, Italy didn't look like that.
Listen, they had brutalism, but brutalism was different, Flavia, from what Mussolini did. Rest assured, it's not the same thing.
Can't
Flavia,
believe you're making me look up fucking fascist architecture.
That's
Okay.
gonna be on the list.
It's so I would say this, it's less brutalist and more utilitarian. That's why I compared it to the commie blocks.
Yeah, fascism is more classic, especially European, like Roman, Mr. Hilton.
You'll see like brutalist architecture is when they put spikes on benches, right? There's no spikes on anything. It's the cement block jungle. Only instead of like
Oh, okay, no. I think I get it now.
Technically, spikes are mentioned, not brutalism, friend. It's like a different.
it's,
That's just anti-homeless.
I was thinking about
Brutalist
something
was
else,
mainly
yeah.
just concrete. Honestly, it's just concrete. That's the thing about brutalism.
Brutalist is the library that Barack Obama made.
So yeah, no. Yeah, most of these buildings are made very like there's nothing that stands out about them. They're just different fucking shapes of like fucking, what the fuck is that?
This is my evil ass lair.
That's an Aegis surface-to-air missile system, Grant. I'll pose it as a comparison.
Holy shit. Actually,
That's
plus
so
40.
Thomas library.
That is one fucking ugly library.
My fellow Americans, this is my evil ass lair.
I'm gonna get them faces.
So yeah, everything around looks very much as utilitarian as it can get. You only think the sort of like windows and stuff like that in the building are there so that light can come in, people can see. But that's about it. I'm sure you can go explore, I guess, because you can't see that much from sort of where you are right now, kind of a bit high up.
Yeah, I want to explore. Where are the people? Where do the people go?
Well, whatever the next activity they have planned in their program.
Oh no.
I mean, is there like a bar, a tavern, a pub, whatever the fuck they call it?
Well, listen, you have to
Something social. Something social.
You would have to wander around, but this does seem to be like sort of city center. Yeah, no, you can see a couple. If you like walk down, you'll see nearby what looks like a bar of some kind.
Yeah, Slayer points to it and goes, well, maybe we could find someone taking a break here, willing to chat,
Yeah.
see how things are.
Yeah. See, talk to people, see how they get a good idea how this place goes day to day, I guess. Yeah. This is the first time I've seen a bar in this like place, so let's go.
As you walk in, it's just fucking like empty, with the exception of like one guy at the bar and like someone else who's like at the table.
Gonna go to the bartender if I can.
He'll kind of like look at you a bit confused and says, how can I help you?
Hi, yeah, I'm new around here, so I'm a little bit lost. I guess there's not a lot of customers during this time for you guys?
Oh yeah, most people are still first shift, but that's how you like. Your people, are you new here?
Yeah,
Yes.
say so.
And you don't have a guidance counselor?
Should we have a guidance counselor?
Yeah, like most people when they do listen, if you need one, the ministry building is right there. Just go to the front desk. Somebody I think should be reported for this. Like picks out the like a tablet, starts like tapping on it.
God.
Yeah, we'll head that way as well. Can you give us like exact directions to the ministry building?
No, it's the big building. As he like kind of walks you out and like points to the building you came out of.
Cool. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, listen, nobody's
Nobody's
above
above
the
the law.
rules.
The God King giving himself a 2-week pay doc. Mia will lead into Slayer.
Sorry, go ahead.
Mia will lead into Slayer and just say, I haven't needed a guidance counselor since middle school.
Yeah, well, let's just do it for now. Maybe the guidance counselor will actually find us a place where people are.
Oh. Grunt, were we just given like a free pass to just wander around, or are there like areas we're allowed to go?
As far as you were told, it's whatever.
Yeah, he said, "Go, scrubs, do whatever."
Fuck off.
Well,
You guys
wanna-
now the reason he didn't give you a guidance counselor is because you were like, I want to see this for my own, and he's like, well, if I give you a
Yeah.
guidance counselor, that kind of defeats the whole point
Fair
of the
enough.
exercise.
Yeah.
It does. It
Yeah.
does. He's gonna.
What if? No, sorry. Go ahead.
He was just gonna toss people away from the, presumably away from the bartender once we get a bit of ways. Okay, so you need a guidance counselor, I guess, to move around this place. But she said something about like shifts and stuff. That seems a little weird, right?
I mean,
I
this
bet-
place is an entire big factory, so I think it makes sense that everyone is in shifts here. Remember, he said this is
Mm.
this is kind of communist hellhole to me. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, there's not a lot of anything here. Kind of looks around the streets and stuff.
Grunt, or correct me if I'm wrong, but while we were like talking with the God King, we were able to see outside into one of the factories. We saw people working there, right?
Well, it was less that you saw us out. He like made a hologram for you, like
Oh.
video footage
Mhm.
from one of the factories.
Live
Okay.
4K.
I bet if we asked for directions towards the nearest factory, we could head there. Maybe look for someone who's on break. If they have breaks here.
You think people won't find it weird that we're just traveling by ourselves, though, like that bartender did?
I mean, maybe, but I mean, he still seemed willing to talk to us. It's not like he immediately called the guards on us or anything. Unless he did, we
You
didn't know.
guards.
Guards, seize them!
Isn't there like someone else at the bar?
There was one guy at one table.
Yeah, patron.
Yeah, why isn't he working? Huh?
I don't know. He's like a night shift guy, probably. I don't know.
You want to
You-
go talk
you
to him, find out?
So we can
No,
ask.
ask him.
We can just say like we went to the ministry and they told us that we have a day free. Basically, I don't know. I know, like I can like ruffle over the feathers to make the doubt go away, to make the conversation go a bit smoother. Again, I don't think crime is a thing here because I think there are no guards here. I think the main guard was we met him. I think nobody assumes here anyone gets in here with bad intentions.
She looks at like the barista and goes, "I think there's no guards because like everyone is a guard or something."
That's probably true. Why would you need guards when you can see into the future?
I mean, he probably already knows what we're gonna choose or something, or maybe he can't because we're players, right? Oh wait! I am stupid. I remember now what he said. Never mind.
So, do you want to go talk to the patron and see if you have an enriching conversation?
That's not. Yeah, that's not. I mean, that's what my plan is. As Crash just gets in through the door, let's go back in.
You're heading back now to the bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we were outside. I
Yes.
thought we were still inside.
Yeah,
No,
the
'cause
bartender
you-
took us outside.
Well, yeah, because he can't show you the building from the inside. Yeah, no, you can go back as you approach this guy. You see he has like a glass of water.
Hey, we're back from the ministry.
You're talking to the
Uh,
bartender or to the patron?
As the pyramid is sitting at a separate table. Okay, for now
Yes,
it's the
he's
bar- for now
sort
it's the
of
bar.
like, yeah, there's like a couple of empty tables and he's like
Yeah.
at one of them.
Okay, yeah. For now, Crash is talking to the tender.
Yeah. Can we have
Um,
like a drink before we go?
Yeah, no, of course. What would you like? Oh yeah, sure, you're new. Let me just get you a menu. I see like hands you like an actual menu you can look at.
Oh, they have menus.
They do.
What are your choices here?
Well, there's plain water. It's flavored water. With like different like vitamins and shit. There's like lemonade. There's sort of things made out of like fruit juices. You'll see a distinct lack of any alcoholic beverages.
No
how much-
alcohol.
No alcohol at the bar.
It's poison. It's poison.
Do they have like a price towards it, Granted, or is it
No.
one of those it's free?
There's
Oh,
no
okay.
prices listed.
Wow.
Can I get some fruit juice, please?
He nods, says, well, the oranges came in fresh this morning.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Okay. He'll give you an orange juice.
How come there is no alcohol here?
That's because it's unhealthy for you. Why would you drink that?
To get booze?
Why would you want to get boozed?
That's,
Hand on your shoulder.
That's Crasher as as the ministry told us, we're allowed to walk about for the first day and to know people. We only recently arrived from the lower levels. I want to, but I see that right. I think I want to ask you actually. How did you get here and stuff? Were you born here, or did you also arrive from Loyals at some point?
No, I was born here. I'm born and raised. I've been a bartender for the last 10 years now.
Wow. It's a long time. Did you always wanted to be a bartender?
No, but listen, once you get the mandate, you kind of go through the things, and I'll be honest, it's quite relaxing work.
But do you enjoy it? I presume it has to be like
Yeah.
fun in some ways. Okay.
Sometimes you get to chat with people, and it brings enjoyment. Everyone comes back from first shift, second shift, third shift. You just are here to alleviate their tiredness. Provide them a fresh and positive attitude for during their break times or before they go back home to sleep.
Oh, that sounds nice, actually. Do you know? Well, since you were born here, did you have like family? Do they also do different jobs as well, or anything like that?
Yeah, no. My wife works at one of the factories. Our children are still in high school. What are you scanning exactly for?
Because I remember you gave me the power up. You joked about everything feels more powerful, but did we actually get promoted from street level to like higher level basically?
No.
Okay, gotcha. And in that case, my question: how much can I scan? Because I want to basically ask if there's any like.
You can scan his thoughts during this entire conversation to verify his statements if you want.
Yeah, to verify his statement to make sure he's not having any other alternative feelings like fear or paranoia or any of that nature. I'm not sure how far I can go, Grant. Basically,
Yes.
checking if he truly believes it. Oh no, and that's the second thing I want to check if I'm not sure if that's possible. Any outside influences, like be it mind control or
Yeah.
anything other exterior.
Yeah, I'll let you know if there's anything sus about what he said.
Yes, that's what I asked, Grant. If there's anything says about what he says or anything says about his brain patterns. Understood. Gotcha. Just want to ask. Like, continue the conversation.
When do you get mandated then? Is it after high school or?
Yes. Certain people go to university. Certain people get to do their professional training on the job, depending on whatever the God King decides.
Are you there? Or am I cut off?
Can you not hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
It was Red who cut off.
Yeah, I think I cut off.
So
I think.
he said, everyone like after high school, some people go to university, some people go to like what you would call trade school, I guess.
Gotcha.
Like train for a specific type of profession. You don't need like actual higher education courses for.
Gotcha. And you just go about your getting mandates. This is just about your job. That's really it.
Oof, you're really. How did you? No, it's about your job, your entire life mostly.
Ah,
Yeah,
I
because
see.
listen, the ministry knows best. They know exactly what's gonna be like the most optimal job for an individual. They're also gonna aid you with finding hobbies and likes. They'll tell you what you should tend to avoid. Help you out. Encourage you to set up a family. They'll say it's quite nice here.
Oh, okay. Very stress free.
I mean, life isn't stress free, but it's a manageable amount of stress. And I think that's the important part.
Oh,
You know,
well,
life's a marathon, not a sprint.
that's true. At the very least, sorry we're bugging you a bit. It's nice to get
No,
the.
it's fine. It's just it's literally my job, and there's almost no customers now. So
What happens? Has anyone ever had any problems with their mandates at all?
in what way?
I mean, if someone tries to change it or asks to get changed, can you even ask for changings?
I mean, you can ask for a review,
Hmm.
but no, most people are fine with it. I mean, it's kind of the contract you have to obey, right?
I gotcha. Okay, like everyone's on the same table
But
type of
that's
situation.
why I'm listen. All I'm saying is you're like clearly new in the. Listen, I've seen some new folk, bit like skeptical. Uh, Listen, while he calls himself, everyone he'll calls him the God King. It's mostly a joke. It's an insider joke. The ministry itself is not just like one guy. There's just plenty of other individuals. They work tirelessly to ensure that all of these decisions that they take are for the betterment of the community and the individual. So you'll see someone who maybe gets a less than positive assignment or mandate. They have to sometimes understand that you have to sacrifice personal enjoyment for the betterment of the collective.
Gotcha.
But they always find the optimal balance, and the sacrifices you make are never like so big that it's like unbearable, right? There's no. I've heard apparently people from lower floors think we're like all slaves down here. No, it's not like that. In fact, you should have. Did you get your like housing? Everything was set up all right?
It's being set up by the ministry. It's being handled.
Listen, housing, food, work. You have free time, relaxation. They help you out with whatever hobbies you have, education. It's pretty much everything you could want. It's an absolute safe environment, unlike some of the stories I've heard from the lower floors.
Well, I have to ask this, so it may be a stupid question, so I'm gonna apologize in advance. But what about like art and things like that? I
Yeah,
do
we
some
do.
stuff. Oh,
There's
okay.
in fact it's incentivized if people want to people should educate themselves and they don't want dumb population as they say. But yeah, no, we have theaters, we have like movie cinemas, art shows. There's a lot of things. They regularly schedule events.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I've listen. One of my daughters is actually very big into acting, and is hoping that she'll be assigned to one of the acting troops.
Oh, is that like her mandate thing then?
Well, no, you get the mandate after you finish high school, which is sort of would call basic education around here.
Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. But if she gets like a different mandate, she'll have to, that'll be her life, right?
Yeah, but listen, again, the ministry doesn't really make mistakes, and even if she might not get like acting within movies, I'm sure at the very least theater work or somewhere in the field. these careers are not like sometimes they do change. Sometimes the job mandate does shift according to the needs of, well, all of us.
I see, I see. Okay, then. Uh, at the very least, you guys are pretty high up. Like, you are in a whole. You're not even on planet right now. How does that? That's. I know you guys lived through your whole life, but how does that even work?
I'll be honest, I'm not smart enough to answer that question.
Understandable. Blows my mind a bit, though. Okay.
There's that's for the engineers. Oof. They are doing some actual magic to make this, to keep this place running. A very talented
you-
people.
Okay. Can you guys like travel? Is it like, I don't know, different biomes and things like that?
I mean, yeah. The 100th floor has it's covers the entire planet. Although I've never like ventured too far out. We have like 2 vacations a year. I mostly take those and then like nearby tourist town.
Mm.
It's much different than this one here. Meant, for people to go and enjoy, relax.
Well, that must be nice. Shoot, I don't even get vacation time where I'm from. Jesus.
I don't know. Everyone has a minimum of 4 weeks. 2 weeks
4
for
weeks?
each vacation. Yes, very important to be able to relax and unwind.
What do you guys do for fun around here? I know there's the bar, of course, after your shifts, but like, is there anything else? Clubs, dancing? I know you said you got theaters and movies and stuff.
Suppose that there are dancing clubs where people do go to just dance.
Mm.
Not sure. And there's clubs for everything. Yes, I have to be a bit more specific, but yeah, there's me personally. I do visit the theater quite a lot, and the opera. And listen, sometimes I drop by the chess club. I don't play that well, but I do enjoy seeing some of the more experienced players have fun there.
Ah, how long is your I guess enjoyment time then, between your work in the bar and everything like that?
Well, you do have to work for 6 hours, and after that you have well, I suppose this depends on the job itself. But after that, you tend to so it depends. Some jobs work in shifts, some others kind of break those 6 hours. They give you an hour in between, maybe 2 hours. And usually it's even during those times or afterwards. It's not very it's very complicated, and I wouldn't be able to like tell you everyone's entire schedule. This bar mostly tends to the factory workers nearby, and they work in shifts of 4 hours.
Ah, that's what you. Okay, for a second. Oh, 4 shifts. What do they make at the factory? Just is it specific to one thing, or is just whatever?
I'll be honest, I can't. Again, one of those questions I'm not smart enough to answer. They just look like small metal boxes to me. Supposedly, I presume they're important. Everyone has a purpose here. Nobody. Factories do need to produce that for some reason. I assume it's used in some other component later down the line. I talked once to a very smart economist, and he explained this like these supply chains to me. Very vast, very complicated.
Gotcha. Well, at the very least, this is giving me a good picture of this place. Thank you. Grunt, am I allowed to ask him his name, or would you want me not to? I want to say this outside of character right now.
Fucking
I won't ask him. I'll just shake his hand.
Jim Smith.
Overall,
she's
John
gonna-
Doe here.
John Doe, yes.
Yeah, every man is named John Doe. Every woman is Jane Doe. How efficient.
Yeah, no.
She's gonna thank him.
During that conversation, nothing really sus about this man. In fact, the concept of lying doesn't seem to even like cross his mind for a second. Like the only thing that he's sort of weirded out is by how like he feels like you are being sort of neglected, and he has like, if you get the sense that he's like, I should call this in because like somebody's clearly like forgotten about you, or like some error happened, and these people are being like left alone. They should be like,
I see. He's part of the party.
everyone's part of the party here.
I know.
Clover's going to thank him. Presumably, find a table to take a seat at that's closer to the other guy, unless you guys, of course, want to do something else. But she's gonna.
Oh,
Yeah.
Grandpa's going to the other guy. Boys, just chat him.
What
Yeah,
what
I'm
did the other
gonna-
order? Because I know there was like an orange juice, but
Lemonade from a Crasher.
Sparkling water.
there is no.
Fuck
This is an actual. There's a lot of lemon in that lemonade crasher, and there's no sugar.
Oh, fucking God. Oh, God. What the fuck is that shit, actually?
This is healthy lemonade, you fucking savage.
Oh, my God.
Just plain water for me, then.
Listen, the crowd will probably gonna get some flavored water instead. I'm sorry, pardon the answer.
Ah, of course. That's
My OJ tastes delicious, actually.
I think we put fucking sugar in all these products, make them feel better for you. Unhealthy.
There's no sugar
No.
package you can even try to like dock this up for yourself either.
No, I actually get arrested. What the fuck you been contrabanding? Yeah, no.
Now I'm gonna say this just so that Flavia has a slight aneurysm. Mia does in fact start drinking her water with her tongue.
She starts. Oh, fuck off.
Nope, no coffee either.
And that stimulants that you don't want that. That's gonna mess up your body.
Yeah.
Tea, green tea.
Yeah, there's
green tea
tea.
has caffeine.
There's
Green
tea.
tea is healthy.
There's tea, yeah,
I'll
but
get
like,
the tea then.
but like the amount of caffeine in green tea is in fact negligible. Listen,
Listen.
the only reason they don't do coffee, there's like you have to go to a specialized store to get your allocated coffee, and you have to make sure you go to that
Allocated
store.
coffee.
Well, yes, because you can't drink coffee before your sleep time because it'll fuck up your sleep schedule. So they are in fact
Oh,
monitoring your entire fucking like
Your
body
vitals.
rhythm.
You need to go to the doctor to get like your prescription.
You can only drink coffee in the morning, so it doesn't like fuck up your next sleep schedule. And also in the morning, you can
Oh.
only drink coffee 2 hours at the minimum after you've awoken because it doesn't want to fuck up your brain as well. You see, they take good care of you.
Luckily, Crash has concluded. All right, this
Well, hey,
guy,
that's
this
because
guy's-
your brain's fucking mush. That's the problem.
Yeah, listen, that's just because that's what you think, Grunt.
No,
I
that's
have
because
fine-tuned
I
my
can
sleep
and
control.
also drink coffee and go to sleep, but that's not because it's a good thing.
unlike you, mate, me and Grunt are enlightened beings. We can recognize that we're fucked up. It's not always.
Listen,
My doctor,
I'm
No.
perfectly okay.
my
I definitely didn't go on a week-long coffee break to try it out and become extremely irritable.
it's just unlike you.
Fine.
I have communist healthcare. I can go to my doctor. My doctor can tell me my vitals are fucking dog ass, brother.
No, legitimately, if I don't drink coffee for 3 days, I get sick. That's not
Oh, no.
Yeah, Grant.
I'm not
that's
that
called-
bad.
It's called a caffeine addiction,
Yeah,
Grant.
I know.
It's called a caffeine.
I
You
know.
call it an addiction, Flavia? I call it being committed.
No, listen, one of my best friends also had severe caffeine addiction. She used to drink 6 shots in the morning. She used to drink 6
Holy
shots in the
shit.
morning, and I'm not talking shitty coffee. I'm talking espresso shots.
Fucking.
Yeah, you know the big
restart my
mocha.
heart.
The 6 shots huge mocha.
I actually stopped at a coffee place on the way back home, and it's like my favorite coffee place. They actually make pretty good coffee for being drive-through. And she's like, yeah, what kind do you want? And I'm like, yeah, can I get a this coffee with an extra shot of espresso? And she's like, what size? I'm like, a large. Hot or ice? Hot. That's 5 shots. Are you sure? And I'm like, yeah. She was so fucking shocked that I was getting 5 shots of coffee.
Yeah, it's true, Flavia. University is what broke me as well, because that's when also I started drinking, like, abusing fucking coffee.
You need it. You need it
Yeah.
for it. It's like a video game item, legitimately.
But yeah, no, you can all sit down with your flavored water and orange juice
Delicious.
next to and they listen. They leave all the fucking like bits inside as well. It's because you should also eat those. Still healthy.
Let's
God.
Bucky Crusher looks at
You fucking
looks-
American, you should eat the fucking like fiber.
Crusher
Oh,
looks at-
Right, you're talking to the wrong person. I eat the watermelon rind.
Good.
I love
No.
pulp.
The
I hate to-
watermelon what?
I hate the two different. I hate 2 different textures at once. It freaks me out. I don't like it.
Wait, Flavia, you've never
No, the
eaten
pulp is
watermelon rind?
good.
I love pulp.
What is watermelon rind?
You don't? Okay, Flavia, do you know what a watermelon is?
Yes.
Do you know the outside of the watermelon, the hard green part?
Yes.
I eat that.
Ugh.
Yeah.
My mom used to pickle that.
Yeah, apparently, like people pickle it. Like my coworker was talking about, like candying it. And I just eat it plain.
Is that like poison?
That
My
doesn't
mom
sound
told me
weird
that's
to
not
me because
not healthy.
my mom used to pickle
course
it.
it's healthy.
So.
Now listen, Mac. They also told me I shouldn't like swallow the fucking seeds. My reply is I can only get appendicitis once.
I'll trust the judgment of my mom on this one. Sorry. Hey,
Yeah, Grant, it's worse after you get appendicitis because you don't know when it's too much, you know?
No.
I mean, really, Mac, what is it except for a lot of? It's essentially like eating a cucumber, like the outside of a cucumber. It's just a gourd. It tastes like cucumber too. It's fine.
I was about to say it's the
Yeah,
taste that I
yeah.
don't find like that good, but yeah. You all sit down next to this guy. Not sure if you want to strike up conversation with him or not. These people seem very friendly.
yeah, probably. Yeah, this is next day. Probably just after.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crab probably think like, hey, when you're here, want to have a bit of a talk about to get to know the place.
Sorry, what did you ask him? It was very like quiet for me.
Oh, pardon me. Hey, when you here, when you here, want to get to know the people, and I want to ask you, know about the place. If you don't mind having a bit of a chat.
Yeah, no, of course. How can I help?
First of all, my name's Crasher. Hello, nice meeting you. But I want to ask, what do you work here for? I noticed that you're part of the first shifters.
Oh
Like a night shift, like a night shift guy who came from work.
You'll kind of chuckle. No. I'm on my break. I work in the ministry building. I'm one of the clerks. Our shifts are a bit shorter than the factory people. So I do get here a bit early.
I see.
If it's not too much trouble, can we ask you what you guys do there? Trying to get a feel for the place.
Oh, it's well, pretty much everything. I'm in charge of sort of making sure all the files and information gets processed correctly.
And at the very least, the bartender said like there's like vacation times, times where you get to go out and have relaxation, things like that. Like, what do you do for your relaxation here for yourself then?
Oh, I always but after first shift, I come here, but before I go home, I do stop by at the park always.
Oh,
There's a park here.
It's a bit further away, but there's a park just like 15 minutes walking distance. Very calm and quiet place, just like being in nature.
Grant, I have a quick question. I just want to know if we noticed if there was any cars, anything like that outside when we were walking. Oh, okay.
0 cars, in fact. Where the fuck would
Come
be
on,
cars?
this is a bus type of city. We use
Exactly.
trains here.
Yeah, public
Man,
transport.
Transportation.
Well, at the very least, there
Streets
seems to
are
be a.
for people, not for.
Do they have pets? I would ask actually. At the very least, so there's parks, mandates, and things like that. Do you guys have like animals actually? Like pets, cats, things like that.
I mean, not me personally. There's people who do.
Is that something you can do without mandated? You just grab a pet for yourself?
I mean, yeah. Now they have to check if you'll be a responsible owner, but if you get approved, then yeah.
Ah, nice.
You do get mandated, but only if they check you're gonna be responsible, and let me look into your future.
Little Whiskers just gets a little too sad because you work too many hours. I'm sorry, you can't have him.
Get him, boy.
Many hours. These
I-
people work 6 hours a day.
Listen,
You
animals
haven't-
need
you
a
haven't
lot of
asked-
love and
You
attention.
haven't asked how many days a week though. That's the goofy part.
Oh
Probably
yeah,
4 or some shit.
yeah. That's it. Yeah. Let me ask. How many days a week does everyone usually work then?
I mean, it varies from job to job, but well, the idea is to not go over. Second.
Fucking bureaucrat work hours.
So yeah,
From 9 to 12.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, well, the ideal is to not go over 24 hours a week.
So it is 4.
That's not a whole lot.
Well, listen, people need to work, but people also need to take care of be with their families, socialize, educate themselves, relax, unwind.
So, but sorry, something that's not a bit from the lower floors, and I know you're gonna probably laugh at this question, but you mentioned that you have less than the other guys. Do some jobs work less than others, or is it just like a scheduling thing?
It's a schedule thing, based on it's a very complicated machinery, but not everyone can work the exact same time slots. So you have to sometimes things don't properly overlap. But there are jobs who are maybe a bit more intensive than others. But well, the ministry makes sure that the right people are up for the task. Never give too much.
Do you like your job, ministry work, and everything like that?
I listen. I never realized how much I love just organizing things.
What were you hoping to get before the mandate and everything like that?
I'll be honest. When I was kind of young, it was 11th grade. I didn't really, I was a bit more of a rebellious teenager. I never really cared much, so I was like, they're probably just gonna give me a job that I'll just do and not think about it, right? And I was a bit jaded on the whole process, but then yeah, they gave me this, and I just never realized that how good it feels to just see everything just fit perfectly.
What about when I don't know, does it ever happen that it doesn't fit? Do people do crimes? I mean, not everyone is a good person, right?
Well, that's why not everyone gets allowed in here. There's inspections, but no, there's no no real crime. There's a security bureau that sort of monitors things, make sure that well, we around here believe in prevention, not punishment.
Yeah, what about like those
And-
people who are born here? You can't really
Well,
control that.
That is true. They are given the choice, and if they want to continue to follow the laws, they can continue to obey things. And listen, even if somebody, like, say falls down on the wrong side of the tracks, not gonna pretend that the system is perfect, right? And that never happens. We do have, don't call them. I think I've heard people from lower levels talk about like prisons. No, we have education centers and facilities to help these people, sort of. We don't believe here that people are bad. Just people are going through a tough period, and they need support to get through it.
Oh, well, that's really nice, actually. Has there been like any major time where someone gets like booted down, I guess, or someone leaves? Because if you have the choice, I guess.
I mean, presumably, I don't know anyone, but
Hmm.
I suppose someone must have at some point.
I've been told, I've heard that there has been like attacks for the God King. Have you guys seen that or anything like that?
Wouldn't call it an attack. There was suppose there was that weird power outage 6 months or so ago. It was a while. It was they usually don't really happen. Apparently there was some crisis, like the whole power went out for 5 minutes, and that just never happens, right?
Oh,
But attacks, I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about.
okay. Seems like such a dream to be here, so it's like maybe like you're right. I'm just a bit skeptical, is all.
No, it's fine. Most people don't believe it before they actually start living here and start seeing it.
And you guess you have a family or anything like that?
No. But I am currently in the process of dating. And this guy is like sort of, he's young. He's like fucking 21.
How does that work actually?
What do you mean?
Like when you want to marry someone or like make a family with them, do you have to like put in paperwork or then it gets reviewed and then they say you can do it, or
I mean, yes, for marriage, it's pretty much mandatory to go through the verification process.
Mhm.
Other than that, no, they people who want to date, you go to the dating center, and well, they work with you to find to help you find your ideal match. After that,
okay.
there's a process where you actually start dating. Things work out, then I mean, in our case, it is. Then you apply for the marriage certificate, and then you start making a family.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's really sad. I'm happy for you. Hopefully you guys get to have a wonderful life together and everything.
Go on, Flavia.
Be brave, Flavia. Gwen is around. Be brave. Come on.
No. Brain will ask. I was just laughing about your gift. Like,
Yes,
Gwen kind of goes, that sounds nice. So you're like, oh, straight here? I mean, does like marriage is like mandatory, or
No, it's
I'm
not.
a bit confused.
It's not mandatory, but if you want to, well, but it's encouraged, and well, you want to have children, there's no other way. Each family has to have 2 parents.
Well, what if you just want to, have a relationship without, children? At the very least, you have no other option but to have children.
Well, no, then just stay in the dating phase.
And I guess glances a bit at Gwen. Do you guys have same-sex couples here? Is that
He
allowed?
nods. Yeah, why wouldn't it be?
You'd be surprised, buddy.
There's no religion here. There's no mandate from God saying fucking stone these fucking.
We have a secular God King here now. He makes us of God King. But that's just like a little.
That's a joke. That's a
little-
bit of an inside joke here. It's fine. Everyone's in on the joke.
I have to ask though, why do you guys? I know it's a joke, but where did the name God King even come from? Like, it seems to be sticking too as well.
Well, it started out a while ago. This is what they used to call him during the Third World War. They were trying to do propaganda against him, and the name just kind of stuck, and it became a bit of a joke because, well, the God King doesn't actually believe in any gods. There's no religious institution. In fact, religion is sort of, we try to like educate people instead.
Ah.
Belief in the actual beliefs in the supernatural are quite unhealthy for a society.
Oh, gotcha. I guess that there's a lot of things down on the lower floors. Some crazy. That's not the right word.
I don't doubt that, but there's nothing unexplainable or sort of. If there is just an alien being, I wouldn't call it an angel, right? Or maybe I would call it an
gotcha.
angel. Maybe that's what its species is, but it's just another type of being. It's nothing actual divine or religious about it.
Okay. And speaking of higher education, is there like a library around this place or anything like that?
Yes. If you, I can give you directions for it if you want.
Yeah, really appreciate that.
Directions to the local, like nearby public library.
If they are boarding books out front, then I know exactly what this is. So I gotta,
Scratch also wants to check the library to like how and do how
much
it looks
education.
like, yeah.
Yeah, what does history
I mean,
look
if spirituality isn't healthy, just like alcohol isn't healthy, right? Then it means it's banned. Is it
like?
banned?
Unless
Listen, don't you worry. You don't need to have to theorize about these.
I was gonna say, you ask that in character.
Well, yeah, I'm curious.
I'll say, well, I mean, I suppose it's not. Are you what do you understand by spirituality? Because sometimes with people from the lower floors, it's a problem with terminology usually.
Oh God.
You walked into this, Flavia. You fucking sit in it.
Yeah. No, you're right. You see, me, Flavia, the player, is not a horoscope girl. But you know what? Maybe Gwen is. I think Gwen is a horoscope girl.
It's nice to pretend to be a libertarian. You pretend to be a horoscope girl.
Well, I mean, you see, I am a Gemini. And, people say a lot of things about Gemini. And some of it are true, some of it is not. But I don't know. Maybe some of it, I'm curious. What would you think about, like, things?
I think we shouldn't judge people on the labels they've been assigned to Why others, especially if those labels are sometimes wrong? Why would I want to do that?
Well, I'm not judging. I'm mostly talking about myself.
Well, you just said some things are true, some things are not. Which implies that there's a level of inaccuracy to that assignment. We judgment is that we judge things based on utility, on how we can improve, how we can fix the problem. And what you're describing to me is just a system that seems already broken as it walks out the gate. Why would I assume things about you that especially might just turn out to be false?
Well, you do make a good point. It's I never thought about it that seriously. I guess it was just for fun.
So I suppose if that's what you understand by spirituality, yes, we don't have that around here.
Uh,
There are
Well.
phenomena that people don't understand or they misunderstand, but that's just simply a matter of helping them learn about it. A matter of education rather than mindset.
Sorry, I missed the conversation. Can you because I had to talk? Can you as I'm about this
Basically he said we don't like judge, especially on like weird like random labels that like sometimes may be wrong. That's not really happen. That doesn't happen here. And if there's like elements or like things that people just don't understand or misunderstand, we just try to like help them learn about it more so they become educated.
That's okay. That's correct. That's correct. What just ask. Let's not unfortunately believe much in God and stuff either. I think that's all just silly nonsense. But there's not a lot of people put important. Sorry, Gwenda.
No, it's fine. I was just curious.
But so I know some of my friends doing stuff. Is it like illegal to worship people here, or?
Problem is, okay, who are you worshiping? Why are you worshiping? What do you understand by worshiping? Jordan Peterson bit.
You see the funny thing is, the funny thing is, luckily, this will be a funny
Who are you
conversation.
worshiping? Why? What do you mean by worshiping God?
What is this?
Luckily, this will be a very funny conversation because Craig also is not a religious man. He's also playing hypotheticals right now. This is Jordan Peterson talking to a mirror of Jordan Peterson. As well, I assume like people like to believe in higher powers, the higher callings and stuff. Like for example, I think I know like Muslims.
Okay,
for
but
example,
I'm gonna ask for like a specific thing because like why would I want to believe in a higher power?
I think that's what they like. I know like they mostly call it God, or I think Allah, like the Muslims. They believe in a creator God that created the universe, and if you live your life virtuous, I think they. And like I think that's what I'm pretty sure that's what Christians and like most like Abrahamic people do. Yeah.
No, we people here don't like worship. We know what we don't know. And listen, we know that when we die, we just that's it. That's the end. So we should make life mean as much as we can while we're here. That feels just people trying to people who are afraid of death trying to find explanations to it. Deception here is highly frowned upon.
As a guy crash is not used in real world. Sadly, even with Alaric's glorious policies, I assume still the most next is still religious. Sadly,
I mean, yeah, of course.
I don't think the shadow government has managed to institute the East German.
There's an entire fucking cult taking over large
Yeah.
parts of the world.
Unfortunately, Alaric's not based. He didn't do the East German fucking secularization policies and creates
Oh.
the first atheist come. This is the one part of the regime Craig will actually endorse. Ah, damn. Where I come from, most people don't actually think like that. It's kind of, I mean, can you blame people though? I mean,
Also, worshipping, this just sounds like you are, well, you're doing ass kissing, but you called otherwise.
Crash will actually chuckle out loud. Yeah, it's kind of like a game system, honestly. In my book, like kind of try to min-max the faith points, whatever to get them to happen.
Yeah, there's the ass kissing here is another thing that's kind of frowned upon. It leads to inefficiency, problems being like overlooked rather. It's not a very good work environment mentality to have. Also, I understand people do get a bit freaked out. There's people usually ask us. I've noticed. I've heard from people like you who are new here, like gain things, and there's no real option for that. Like there's no everything here. You see, it's free. It's everyone works together towards a common goal.
Well, if you're from down below, it's kind of hard to believe, honestly. In fact, that's getting kind of a means of survival.
Which is why we don't judge people who come from the lower levels. We try to educate them. We try to help them integrate as best as we can. And well, I'll say this: I've never seen a failed case up until now, but which means, listen, the success rate I think is pretty high.
You know, Crash will now ask, even though, what if question? Why did you never go down to the lower levels? I mean, you are pretty powerful and safe up there. Nothing can threaten you up here.
Well, I don't know anyone who chose to go to the lower levels. I just assume there's the option is there, so the assumption is somebody probably at some point took it. But again, I don't know anyone. I don't know anyone who knows anyone. It's the elevator is publicly accessible though.
I meant sorry. Let me rephrase the question. After World War III, why do you not like help the down belows? I mean, that's what I mean.
I'll be honest, I'm not a student of history, so I don't know what happened back then. So
Okay,
I'll remind you, World War III in this time period happened like almost
100 years ago.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It's a long time ago. He'll say, well, that's because it's not my job to help people down below. We the reason our system works so well because everyone is willing to work together, and we're not gonna bring in people who are not willing. You can't forcibly help somebody; they can only help themselves. People lower levels, they just don't want to cooperate. They enjoy the short power and, I suppose, excesses that those floors provide. And it is their right, but I don't think we can cohabitate.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm probably gonna go read up in the history section on that later. Probably maybe ask. I'm not sure. Do they have like librarians there, like historians, or like work maybe like off times? Yeah, probably talk with them. Just
it's a very big library, and if you ask people, they'll be able to guide you through the books you need.
Listen, I need to find out what the people's perspective here is and the explanation of why they got listen. Crash knows the explanation. This is what these people believe. As I usually say, it's like, just I think personally, if you see, Craig's a special kind of libertarian. I'm a Rockefeller kind. Listen, Crash will say, I know I just met some good people down who are trying to do good, and decided the system down there. I said that they're kind of outnumbered by assholes.
No, I can definitely see that. Which is why, listen, if you're here, you should consider yourselves lucky. You're able to escape that world. I think it is an unfortunate thing that sometimes we do get people from lower levels coming here, and stories they tell, it's quite brutal. My heart goes out to them.
Yeah, the Crash was not that. Yeah, it does suck. I'm not sure if anyone else in the conversation. Crash will but Crash will, in fact, if no one else can use the conversation, he will say goodbye. I just don't want to end the conversation prematurely.
Yeah, I just want to say one thing. Not to ask one question from Ellen. But Clover will be like, well, thanks. Can you tell exactly when does first shift and second shift start and end? I guess make sure we don't, step on anyone's toes in our walking around.
Don't worry. It's I'm sure everyone will be just fine with you doing things. There's like rotations for people. So there are certain institutions that function non-stop, but the library should still be open for like another 2 to 3 hours.
Okay. Thank you. You have a nice one.
You do. So you can leave the bar.
Yeah, listen, as they leave the bar, like Carrie will look at the others. Well, I looked at their minds and they were not lying or deceiving. Even the ministry guy, I'm kind of surprised he didn't lie.
It's
Wow,
even
there's no reason
scarier.
they
This
need-
place sucks.
I don't know. I get it. You don't have to think about anything. Your life's, made for you. It's nice. You don't have to be uncomfortable or make those decisions where you fail and you don't have to worry about losing everything at once. It is weird, but it's comfortable. It's safe.
I mean, also most people who kind of, if they grew up here, they're not used to anything else. And I'm gonna be honest, if compared to the lower levels, I think for the average Joe, this is in fact a utopia. I think it won't get it better anywhere else here.
I don't have to like it, but I get it. There are a lot of people back home who probably see this and want to jump on it too. I mean, if you were homeless and you were told I can make your life the way where you'll be the most happiest or at least comfortable, a lot of people would take it.
It's just so pointless.
Yeah, in a way. What's life without struggle and pursuing, right? But here, it's already been decided. You're beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah,
At least
I
you're
mean,
middle and end.
I mean, for them that they're lucky. The thing is, they don't know that they're just basic pets in a big ant colony who are being maintained by a omnipotent god.
It's not even
I
an
don't-
ant colony. It's just a circle that's spinning, going nowhere. Like this is
It's a society.
it. Like, yeah, but like, I mean, yes, society sucks, but at least there are people who are trying to get to the next step for humanity. There's nothing after this. It's just gonna be people making useless boxes for the rest of eternity.
Who
the
knows? Maybe
point?
the boxes aren't useless. Like you said, maybe it's a small part of a whole that we just can't see. There's
It
definitely
sounds
a.
like something they tell uneducated people so that they don't feel as hopeless.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I think the work. I'm not sure how useful. Remember, the God King's called the God King for a reason. Now.
There's definitely a level of trust that they have for their government. They have no reason to doubt it or think about it or worry or question. And those who do get remade or educated, right? We won't be able to get a gotcha from talking to these people, but we do get a big bit of understanding, right?
I mean, what I get. I mean, I do kind of trust this. The problem is the God King shot. I think created this world though. He kind of like did fuck everything up. I mean, he mentioned the AIs, but like I'm not sure how much I believe his perspective. It's just like I remember like. I want to maybe ask him again, but just,
Maybe we
right.
can, but it's a hard thing to say what this world was like before he got here. for him, he's saying was chaos and destruction and people, killing themselves eventually.
Yeah, but I'm starting to feel like chaos and destruction for this guy is even drinking booze.
Let's stop by the library, see if we get some books. Can't believe I'm saying. Let's see if we get a little bit of a history lesson here.
Yes, no, I just want to go
Boy,
to school.
Chance to read some propaganda history. Cool. Does it seem weird that like every time we ask like a question like that was like a bit higher, they just said they weren't smart enough? That was like above them. It's like,
Well, yeah, they weren't trained for that. They're not gonna know the bigger picture if they were only told to do one thing and everything, right?
I'm gonna be honest. I'll defend Mr. Communist bureaucrat here. If you ask the DMV worker how a NASA rocket works, I don't think he knows how to answer that.
Yeah, but there's a difference between I don't know and I'm not smart enough to know. Like on the one, that's you can always learn it later, but to just like say you're not smart enough for it, it's just depressing. People here don't have any faith in themselves, not any hope for themselves. I don't know.
I think they have faith in the system. The fact that it will always be there and it always points them in the right direction.
I mean,
that's what it's built on.
I mean, it does make them happy. To be fair, if they knew the truth,
I think.
Yeah, if they knew the truth, maybe they would be a bit different. If they knew this is all in fact just basically either mostly busy work, but it's not. But I'm out of curiosity. I'm going to read the fake history. I'm not sure what Mr. Gawking wrote in the history books.
Yeah,
even if it's fake history, it still gives us a picture about what their thought process is, right?
Well, also gives me a picture of what Fobbers with the God Kings. I don't think they wrote the history books. Check and ask them. I'm pretty sure
the library.
Oh, shit. I was factoring to that.
Yeah. So, as you walk a bit, you will see, in fact, there's a park. There's a park nearby. That kind of like,
check it out.
It does stand out, very like contrasts, because while this sort of center was made very like all the fucking buildings are utilitarian. The park is clearly designed to be aesthetic, like with aesthetics in mind. You will see like these beautifully like crafted like wooden kind of like benches and foyers, and there's like a few people there. You see there's a couple of people. There's children playing in like a nearby playground. It's filled with like flowers and everything looks so well taken care of.
Listen, I've been told to touch grass before, but
Pretty.
Looks pretty. Doesn't look natural though.
I think every park in a city never looks natural.
I mean, it does kind of stick out of the concrete hellhole. But I'm pretty sure these trees are real. I don't know. Seems real to me.
Yeah, it looks real, but like.
You want to go touch some grass and see if it is?
Yeah, I'll say you will as you're like also walking by, you'll probably see like all the ground stuff. It's like fully pedestrian. You will see like these sort of floating giant vehicles transporting every now and then. They're kind of rare. There's no those are like the equivalent of floating buses.
Yeah, the cursor will look up. Ooh, the car. I wonder what they are. No, I don't see many cars, huh?
Question, Grant. Do we, during this whole time, have we ever seen around anyone that looks like a player or just NPCs?
No, it just looks like NPCs. What kind of players do you think are gonna hang out in this fucking boring ass spot?
To bounce off of Flavia's questions, are there people who look like different? Like they don't look like humans, right? They're like, because one of us has green skin, another one has cat ears. Is there like people like that moving about?
Yes.
Okay.
There doesn't seem to be a human-only society.
Okay.
Damn, not even any racism to spice up the place.
No. Why
So
would we
green.
judge people based on immutable characteristics?
I don't know, Grind. Why would you have anything fun here?
But yeah, no, you can walk about. Listen, you asked about fucking gay marriage. You should have asked for the fucking interspecies marriage.
You're right.
That was probably also gonna be a yeah, sure, go for it.
Listen,
Ugh.
they have adoption centers.
Oh, wait. Well, I don't know if I should say all for that. Actually, I'm not gonna get too excited.
People we need families. We need to put these children in families to grow healthy, with like a stable
Pretty
emotional mindset.
This is a Brezhnev era communism here. This is conservative communism.
Listen, we have schools to like educate them on stuff, but we also need the family unit.
Again, Grant cannot make a true fucking communist over here. Grant's like, family values are important. Okay, Mr. Brezhnev.
Listen. So you'll just hang around in the park, and then you'll move on as you'll sort of see the massive building that seems to be labeled as the library. As you'll walk in, as at the front desk, you'll see a librarian sort of checking a computer as he like looks at you. Says, how can I help you?
Hello, hi. We're trying to, we're a bit new, so we're trying to get a scope of the place. Wanted to know if you guys, have history books or anything like that here. Our history section.
Of course. Do you prefer paperback or digital?
Digital.
All right.
For me, at least. I'm not sure what the others.
What's a digital mean?
Oh my.
So we have actual physical books with paper. Some people prefer that. We also cater to people who care about more accessible means. So we have, we call them digital books. It's the same reading experience. It's just you're not holding an actual book.
I think physical for me. Mac, when did the first Cyberpunk game come out? Fact check that.
The tabletop.
Cyberpunk was as a genre exists
tabletop.
already.
There are many games. There are many games that are Cyberpunk without just being the actual like Mike Pondsmith setting. But listen. I'm not sure. Craig will uses telepathy to Mia, nerd.
I like think back. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want the God King plugging materials into my brain. I like the feel of physical manga, anyways.
That's like listen. It's like the next type of have to be like. Of course, you enjoy Japanese porn.
Better than all that real life porn you spend all the time watching.
At least it's real woman.
At least mine are prettier.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. Continue with the conversation. What the intellectual exchange goes on. Luckily,
This is a very in-character argument, I believe.
I mean, it is. Yeah, it would be fitting. Yeah.
Absolutely. This is important roleplay, guys.
I'll take digital. Thanks.
She'll like nod. He'll nod. As yeah, listen. Based on your preferences, he'll kind of say, what kind of subject? History is a rather vast topic. Anything more specific I could help you with?
Yeah, I was hoping for me at the very least pre-World War III and World War III at the very least.
Yes. Well, as he'll kind of like point out. So we have the the physical section is to the west side. Digital one to the east. It's a bit smaller. Doesn't take as much space. For World War III era, the bookshelves number from 57 to 60. And, well, it doesn't really matter for the digital ones. You can just pick up a reader and it will have everything you need on it.
Thank you.
Yeah, listen, you can navigate. It's a massive library, but it has like sort of these like small fucking like drones that can like move things about, and you can like input on them what kind of book you want from what shelf.
Luckily, unlike these nerds, fucking Clover and Crash over here. The chat is digital.
Yeah, look for the digital, you just have to pick an e-reader, and it'll just type in what you want. It'll just like show it on the display. You don't have to plug anything in anything. As yeah, no, listen. The librarian will inform you there are in fact reading sections dedicated. You want to just sit there and read.
Yeah, I gotta do some math. Well, not some math. Sorry, damn. Studying history for a bit here.
Yeah. Give me like a, I suppose, no roll. Let's see how literate you are.
Luckily, Craig is in fact an intellectual.
I don't think me is.
That's why that's why Steven jerks off to anime porn.
Ah, God damn it.
It's alright, sorry, Crash on the way. Craig. Oh my God, what the fuck, Ren?
Yeah, listen.
Oh,
Oof,
I have 6 dice. I gotta blow my dice. Give me a second. God damn.
Can we post an F in chat, guys, for Red's fucking dice roll?
I fail
Absolutely.
every time. I don't even try anymore.
I actually painful looking at it. It's a 6 dice roll, 4 reroll. Oh my
that is in fact the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Absolutely beautiful. Just as rare as a jackpot, technically.
God to roll.
Oh well, I'm not even gonna.
Oh
try
my
it.
fucking God! Oh my
You
Lord!
are rolling.
I almost want to keep the basic just so that the weeb gooner can be canonically the smartest.
No.
What if you
Do it.
reroll and get like an actual full success though?
You're right, I'm not a coward. I love gambling. There we go.
Listen. You are overwhelmed by the environment. There's a lot of information to sift through. Anything in particular I could answer questions on?
Crash will propose something here. Alright, guys. I have an idea. How we talk to God King? Reading is for nerds.
No.
Oh, listen, you came here now just because you failed the roll, Mac. Your character doesn't know she failed the roll.
You know what, Grunt? I would like to know about the different groups in the war. Like, how many different sides were there? What were there? How were they described in history?
Well, there was, of course, the God King side, which was labeled during the war the Union, and there was the other main opposition, which was a coalition of sort of governments and AI who kind of like tried to fight them. So it was the major powers were in fact the coalition and the Union, as they labeled themselves during the war. And there were like smaller factions, but it was a very brutal conflict. A lot of the Earth was devastated, as you remember seeing the first floor, which seems to be kind of the aftermath of that. Fighting between superpowered individuals, monsters, magical users, and like tech giants. Basically devastated the planet, but at some point during the war, the God King actually intervened directly, basically wiped everyone out almost instantly, and then began sort of this like massive project to save the planet, as it's labeled in history, where he started like sort of building separate like floors and well, eventually the mega construction was done in literally 7 days, which is where the joke came from. So it's kind of like after that, just because he won the war doesn't mean like the other powers just croak over and died. There was plenty of skirmishes afterwards. The history is written with rebellions and coup attempts and assassination attempts, and eventually sort of things kind of like settled in, and where the God King sort of enforced his authority on the 100th floor, kind of backing out of the other floors and just kind of leaving them to themselves. Not sure if you have more particular questions. Like it does depict him as this is the guy that came in, saved everyone, and then everyone who was willing to work within his like regime basically ended up better for it.
I'm gonna be honest. This fucking I'm not sure what this sounds like. He's fucking God, but nobody wants to acknowledge it. He's fucking God. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, yes, no,
They
they
just-
acknowledge that he's like extremely uber powerful. It's just that they don't believe he's like a mythical being meant to be worshipped.
I just have a question. If like the Union, which was the God King's
Mhm.
faction, was fighting this war and he wasn't fighting in it, why was he waiting? Like, why
It's not
did
addressed.
he at one
You
point
you can't
decide
because
to?
the history is so fucking vast. You
Mhm.
can't actually ask the book questions. You don't find any references of the God King before the war. You would probably have to dig in a lot deeper than what you've currently achieved with your failed rolls.
Fuck my life.
You can always go
I
and
do have
ask
a
the
question.
librarian or like an expert.
Did they explain how the world was like before the God King came, or was it just that synopsis of it, like
There
before
are
the war
history
itself?
books, yeah, that detail a world which well seems eerily familiar to all of you. It's basically what if it's basically almost the same as your world. It's you think the devs weren't like fuck, it's your history. It's that you think the split happened sometime in the early to late 2010s. The split in history. So from your point of view, in like 10, 15 years, there's going to be a World War
Wait,
III.
Gotcha.
didn't they say that the God King arrived in 2000?
I mean, I don't. Who said that?
The
Fuck. I
voices.
remember this. I even clicked it. No. I am not dreaming about this.
No, because
Wait, Flavia, what did you say?
could be a thing. The question is who said it to you.
Baron.
Yeah.
Baron.
Well, listen, you should go talk to the Baron.
I should go talk to the Baron.
You don't have. I'll say this: you don't have an exact timeline from these books. Unfortunately,
Mhm.
there's a lot of fucking information. Your brain cannot process all these fucking dates.
I am cursed by failed rolls.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ask an expert because I have a feeling.
It does. Like if Baron wasn't lying to you, and he had no reason to, it does seem that the God King showed up, but didn't intervene sort of during the first phase of the war. Like he was
Mhm.
around. It's just like when he saw things were getting so fucking disastrous, That's when he stepped in.
Who was the Union
Yeah.
before the Gulf War? For curiosity, who the fuck was these other fucking guys? Because he's like World Government versus God King, but as the God King didn't intervene in the first phase. Who was the other team before he intervened?
It was just basically different coalitions of states.
Ah, okay, it was just basically big fucking wars, conventional wars, different fucking
It was
countries.
in fact it's a weird Soviet Union. It was the Soviet Union plus like another like several other states across the world versus the coalition of like America and its allies.
Ah, this is literally just World War III. This is just later was Warsaw Pact.
It was the Soviet Union, the Warsaw Pact versus the America and the NATO allies.
And then Africa got split down the middle. Okay, go 50-50 for balancing reasons. You get South America, I get Asia, America. But it's unbalanced, Mr. Soviet. Well, fuck you.
That's why I said it's very eerily similar to your own history right now. It's just that in like 10, 15 years, you're not exactly sure when they'll decide to have a big fight out.
Listen, Craig, listen. You see, Craig may not know he failed the role, but luckily, Craig is a biased man. He thinks it's all propaganda.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he doesn't want to think about too much, so he wants to answer Librarians a question because he's not a thinker, as it turns out.
I would like to ask the librarian or someone who's around who's smarter than me a question if they can.
Crash and Clover are both going to the librarian.
Sorry, sir. My roles weren't given. Hello, sorry to bother you.
No bother. How can I help?
Yeah, hi. Me and my friends are reading up a lot on stuff. I'm trying to find out exactly when the God King showed up at all. Doesn't really have a lot about,
Oh,
well, the God King at all, really. Mostly just,
well, I would have to reference you to one of our historian experts. I am just a librarian.
Ah.
I know the library quite well, but as for the content, I would not want to misinform you.
Ah. Where can I find the historian?
Well, is this? Can I ask for what is this? Personal curiosity? You seem like new here.
Yes, we're new.
Yes,
see.
we're new.
Don't worry about it. I'll have them stop by if you're willing to wait for a bit.
Oh, that wouldn't be too much trouble. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he'll nod. He'll make a phone call. Say,
Got almost speed down. Nice.
He's calling the cops.
yeah, listen, the library, the university, they're like close to each other. Why wouldn't they be? You can just
Of course.
walk out,
Calling
it's
the
like
cops.
5 minutes away.
Just wait right here. We'll get someone who can help you.
But yeah, no, you wait there for like 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, you'll see like an older man, sort of in his like 40s, walking up. Says, hello there. Told a couple of people have historical questions. My name is Matthew. How can I help you?
Yep. Hi, Matthew. Sorry, we just want to get I wanted to get an understanding of how everything. What the God King? When did he show up actually?
Oh, well, the records during that time are not 100% accurate, but estimates put things at around 2015.
2015.
It was, I believe, a few years after World War III started.
Then I have to ask, what initially started World War III?
Oh, it's a much more complicated answer. I could probably write a thesis on. But to sort of try to summarize it, and pardon any historical oversimplifications, complicated cavalcade of economic, political, and, well, a few social issues, sort of all bundled up together in one unhealthy package.
Could you expand on that like a little bit?
Well, there was rising political tensions between the world superpowers at the time. Social issues made people start feeling a bit more alienated and afraid with the new rise in superpowered individuals and, well, the tragic incident in Mexico. The world was in a very rough state and prime for, well, disaster, as it unfortunately came to be. And once the AIs became to be more popular in the early to late 2000s, I believe that gave people the ability to, well, wage war at a large scale, develop advanced weapons that previously would have maybe taken them years, decades, could have been done in fractions of that time.
And AIs, where exactly? Oh, I'm sorry, Flavia, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to ask, what year did the World War III start?
Well, again, records are not. That records were a bit spotty back then. There's a lot of conflicting sources, but our best estimates put it at 2012, 2000. Yeah, 2012.
My calendar.
And these AIs, where exactly did that come from?
Ooh, I wouldn't be able to tell you exactly that. Their early conception is yet unknown at the race. It's unverified through historical records. What is certain is certain people speculate that sort of corporations and government developed them initially in secret before releasing them into the world, well, causing a bit of a, well, an upheaval in society at the time.
I'm sorry, can you recap for me? I'm sorry, sorry to interrupt. You can recap later. The conversation
sure.
I was distracted.
No, you can go ahead. Go ahead. Get your recap.
No, that's for recap because I fucking missed the conversation to do out of character nonsense.
They asked when World War III started, 2012, and I think that she asked when were the AIs invented, and he's like, I don't know who or when exactly, but like their assumption is private corporations and like states work together in secret and then like release them to the public a bit like earlier. Their adoption started out in I believe the early adopters were about in the year 2005, and then it well, escalated from there, or became quite sort of synonymous with the expansion of the internet as a whole. It grew and evolved alongside it, and unfortunately negatively impacted most of society at the time and abused the interconnectivity that the new world seemingly developed.
So I know that like this is usually something that can be up for debate, but who fired the first shot?
Oh, that is well, that would be a lot of debates. But one of the main sticking points was what at the time the coalition members refused to shut down AI research, which was it was cited as one of the official causes for the initiation of the violence.
It's gonna be really funny, you know. What guys? What if we just like said, "Hey, we want the long version. Write that thesis," and then we spend the entirety of next session listening to Grunt give a dissertation on his made-up World War III.
Luckily for you, Crash will call you a fucking nerd. Rest
That
assured,
will
I'll
all be
prevent-
a session only for Mac.
I would list that session. That's
I listened to the session.
You gotta do voices, Grunt. That would be great. Just like the Genji thing all over again.
Oh my god.
Listen, we can have it made into like a little movie, and we get to watch Grunt's one-man show.
I gotta ask, do we know the God King's name? Is he just only God King?
Kind of chuckles a bit, says, "Oh no, he does have a name. God King is just more of a joke title, nickname that stuck through."
Mm.
How did you get here without? That seems like vital information that surprised you don't know.
We were invited, so we were given an opportunity to look around and actually see the place with our own eyes. So
Aren't you
couldn't say
given
no
a
to that.
contract? Oh, I see. You're a tourist.
Yeah, well, yes,
Yeah.
we're allowed to,
Oh, I see. I understand now. No explanation needed. We get tourists every now and then. Not the most common occurrence, but especially not in like the ministry center. But I suppose.
No, we were allowed a bit of freedom by the ministry.
Of course, you're
Well,
tourists.
well,
Why
well,
wouldn't
yeah.
you be allowed freedom?
my fucking god, Esther. That's a question for the God King later. I feel like this is.
Listen, he'll chuckle and says, "No, his actual name is Alaric Gray."
Oh.
We see the historian stare at a camera that just happened to be placed in the corner of the room.
Meanwhile, intermission. We go to real life. Damien, Black Hole post propaganda game. Alaric's the lead in the fucking game. Damien.
They don't know that.
That's deep lore. You gotta.
Damien has time to play fucking video games when he's like
The fu-
fucking sorcerer supreme.
The fucking KGB is like, guys, can we ban this? I have more important things to video
They're
games.
trying. They literally, it's legal. It's illegal in the Union, dude, in the Soviets. They're trying, Mac. They're
Fucking Damien, this is why the regime collapsed. Free speech in video games. It's Gamergate! Damien! It's Gamergate! Damien! No! 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 You idiot! You fool! This is me and not crafting beer. After show.
But yeah, you've just learned the name of the actual God King, which doesn't seem to be a secret at all here.
It just
Some
makes
guy
it more
named Alaric.
human.
I was hoping it was going to be John Bureaucrat.
But yeah, no, I'm not
I
sure.
can't think of any good question.
Yeah, if you have any
Oh, sorry.
questions. As listen, when you hear that name, Midnight will say that name does appear in my current existing database.
Oh, really?
Labeled as a major threat to existence. Superpowered individual with time-altering powers.
Ooh.
You know, I think that confirms it. That I think South Park the History Books was right. That I assume this is your ancient coalition code flaring up.
suppose
Probably.
so. I lack specific details. There's just a few labels and a few tags associated with him.
I mean, makes sense if the enemy guy number one would still be so deep in your core, he code would kind of survive everything. No, but I assume I assume you didn't bring anything up while we were reading the book, but I assume no flare-ups from the text you saw.
So she'll say that she cannot, like, she just doesn't have any input on this.
Yeah. Listen, only Alaric got the fucking DEFCON 5, fucking
That's
DEFCON
true.
1 alert fucking relating. Which could be kind of make sense.
Gordon, I will ask you one question. If the books we read mentioned, I know it mentioned like he came and just decimated everything, but does it mention he has time powers in any of the books we read with our failures?
Well, the books don't go into, like, the books you've been able to, like, have time to read don't go into the specifics on how he won every fight. It's more of an
Gotcha.
overview. You picked up the beginner book, which kind of give you the overview, not the nitty gritty.
Gotcha. Then she'll ask the historian Matthew. I also heard, well, in recent history, like there was something that happened 6 months ago or something like that with the power outage. Was that anything significant?
Well, it's, I suppose, significant in the sense that it doesn't usually happen. Things run like clockwork around here. But it's just 5 minutes. It wasn't a big deal. Most of the medical centers and other critical institutions do have backup generators.
Well, that's good. At the very least, good to know no one got hurt.
No. Safety is, very important around here.
She nods.
Yeah, he'll say, well, not sure if you have any other questions. I'll remind you, while normally participate in exams, you need to sign up for the university. Technically, classes are open to everyone. Even if you're a tourist, you can still attend. You can still come in and listen. Me and some of my colleagues give, I think, a more specific and more specific lessons which go into a bit more detail if that's what you're into. I can also recommend you, if you want, a comprehensive list about ancient history.
Yeah, I would appreciate that at the very least.
Yeah, listen, he's gonna talk with the librarian. They're gonna hand you a bunch of fucking history books. You're meant to bring back.
That's what's gonna happen. How does this work with the?
Sadly, Crash, I'm not reading history books. Holy shit. That's too much. I read more than that. That was a lot of reading. Holy shit.
Guys, not to be a party pooper, but I'm starting uni in like a couple of days from now. I'm not going to university in the MMO too.
Well, it's not. You don't think it's like you never know what something cool is gonna be in here or something like that?
Yeah, sure. Something cool, like, I don't know, do a dungeon, something.
I mean, I gotta be honest.
Like-
I would only.
Don't
study-
get me wrong, this is cool and all. I love learning about the lore of it. But I'm not here to play The Sims.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'll put these back. Yeah.
No, we can do this. It's fine. I am having fun.
Listen, apparently,
But classes?
listen, Clover. First of all, I'm pretty sure this is all kind of half this bullshit is kind of lies. We could just go to the guy himself, Alaric, as we know his name. Just ask him. I mean, but he might also have his own biased perspective, but at least I'll take the lies directly rather than through the middleman. And
Yeah, you're right. I got too into it. I got too in it.
No, Clover.
No, it's fine.
No, Clover. I also love this. The thing is, I just don't want to read too much.
That poor Naddle's brain over here can't handle more than 3 words in a row. But listen, I'll help you run through some of the lore.
But listen, like, apparently we can also return here because you know you mentioned tourists. Apparently you can just go in and out here.
I think he meant like players.
Yes, I also gathered that.
That's your
But-
Listen,
Sorry.
Again, listen, Crasher will ask later about the tourists.
I'm gonna
Just
hand
a-
it back the books.
Tourists don't come to the fucking ministry. Why would the tourists visit the tourist places? Tourist towns.
The North Crete propaganda centers.
You know what I would love to visit? The re-education camp, bro.
Yeah, let's go. Let's see the let's get re-educated, guys.
If you wanna ask someone, I guess.
I mean, Crasher does want to see the thoughts of the re-education people, like how that works actually.
Guys, let's visit the gulags. Maybe the camps. We can take a shower.
Yeah, as listen, he's the historian's gonna take his leave. He's presumably leave the library. You're not gonna have
Yeah.
this discussion in front of them.
No.
What's your
Yeah,
next step?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
No.
What's the next step?
Yeah, Slayer looks at everyone else at this point. Like whatever you want to do, guys. At this point, I don't.
Honestly,
Yeah,
kind of important question. How do we get back to floor 2, by the way?
I assume they'll take us back, right?
I mean, we have to give him an answer sooner or later.
And there's no reason to
I
keep us
think.
here. We're not if we don't comply, right?
Yeah, we can say no. He can kill us, and then we can make a new character.
I don't
Easy.
think he'll kill us. You
Right.
think he's gonna kill us? I don't think that would do that.
I mean, if you, I mean, I could. Actually, that's a good point. I can potentially, but on the other hand, he didn't kill us yet. I'm gonna be honest. It's pretty tolerant. If I was a paranoid madman, I probably would have killed us already. The fact we already done too much. I'm kind of surprised actually.
Okay, this is gonna sound crazy, but if I could see the future and I kind of knew your answer, or at least assumed you would give me one of the answers that I would like, then I would have already predicted that, right?
Well, I'm pretty sure.
I don't think he can see our future.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he cannot because we're gonna. I think. Yeah, because
And
remember
this is in
we're.
fact still a game. Like maybe in the
Yeah.
lore you can see the future, but we still like
Yeah.
you gotta have a pretty complicated AI to like scan our brains and know what we're gonna do next.
Ah, you're right. I got too into it. I forgot for a second. Okay, yeah.
But still, you bring a fair point. I'm surprised he didn't still shoot us preemptively though.
I think it's probably just gonna be a thing. It's like if we were to try to do something, he would just say, "I knew you were going to do that." All
That's-
along,
that just-
type of thing, you know.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, guys. This place is pretty. I don't want to say funny because that seems like a bad word to say right now. Interesting, at the very least. Learned a lot. But I think I already know I'm gonna say no, probably.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Again, the people here do seem happy, but I think they just don't know the truth that they are in fact gonna be kept in the pen, which doesn't feel good.
This is definitely giving me some thought to think about, right? So it's honestly, I'm happy the game actually has like these more stuff to it than just fighting, killing, murder.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm surprised that there's actually thought-provoking stuff in the game where they're just looking through the entire fictional everything kitchen sink in the blender.
Yeah. So, well worth it at that. So we go back and I presume and give him our answer.
God, it's almost like this game's written by a philosophy teacher, but he doesn't know how to write fictional fucking settings. So he just kind of like looked at random selection of comics and like, no, I saw a Batman comic. I'll take this. Spider-Man, get in here.
You know, maybe the writer of this game was really into it. What do you know?
I mean, someone clearly thought about all of this stuff, and thought about it like a lot. It just seems weird to have this thought-provoking thing in the game, and then you also have Dumbledore down there. Apparently a drugged-up version of Gandalf, who has.
I would have expected that to be a player character. Surprised that it wasn't.
Listen, I think it's one of the situations where they give you, a bit of darker storylines with some funny ones to give you a reprieve as well. And not everyone's probably gonna find that, right? Kind of like a fun little Easter egg or something like that.
I suppose, yeah. Listen, Rogue did mention that most people don't. It's not. I haven't been to the tourist stuff, but I'm pretty sure again, Rogue. I mean, I'm just going to go of Rogue reaction. I'm pretty sure that's the reaction of most people who get to the top levels. I don't think they engage much with the God King here and stuff. Because this has a lot of stalking. There's not a lot of punchings as well. And as much as interested I'm in the lore, God, going to school.
Listen, I know it's just me. It's just me. I'm fine. It's fine. But this does have me wanted to have a conversation with you guys about some stuff when we get out of here. I think I want to change some plans that we were thinking about doing.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yeah,
you
sure.
were for that.
Yeah, sure. No, of course. Yeah.
Cool. But we probably should, let him know before.
You see, the real ballsy move would be like, listen, Mr. God King, I don't want to stick around, but like, can I access your free education?
Can I come here for this class?
Listen, Craig. I did have the fence-sitting dialogue prepared.
You could do that.
Listen, if he lets you come here for class.
Refusing education is.
Listen, because Crash wants to talk to the God King again. Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, no, you can make your way back to the ministry building if you think you have an answer for him. There was no time limit given to it.
I'm not sure if anyone else wants to do anything else in this in the level 100.
Not
Yeah,
really.
I think, getting back to the God King, giving our answer.
You make your way back to the ministry building, and if you ask for directions, you will be guided to the office. As you will walk in, you'll kind of like look up from the screen he was staring at towards you.
So first of all, I need to ask: do you use the God King just as a joke, or did you just joke with us? Because we know your real name is Alaric.
Suppose it's stuck around.
Pardon me, I'm sorry, I was distracted. That's like, it does seem pretty. I gotta be honest, I expected it's been an actual divine turned up here with the name God King, and seeing an atheist up in charge broke my brain a bit. Makes sense.
Because the irony is intentional.
Also, 7 days to create the station. Was that a part of the joke?
No, that was a coincidence. If you know my real name, I suppose you've done a bit of research on me as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I actually need to ask you, but are the history books all prepped? Because I personally kind of distrust, so I only half read them.
What's your actual question?
I'm sorry, let me rephrase it. Are the history books actually written honestly, or are they prepped and stuff?
He'll kind of like look at you and say, I am not in charge of it. It is for the historians to uncover the truth, study it, debate it, discuss it. The fundamentals of our society is that we each work in a position that balances personal gain with the collective gain. If I were to tell the historians how to do their job, I would most likely be bad at it. Hence, lowering the overall quality of the work and the benefits everyone gains from this. As for the 7 days, let's just say time for me flows differently.
Uh, did you, did you originally were you born on Earth? I guess was
He nods. I was born in a rather an unfortunate environment. I believe city of Oakland. That was a long time ago, though. I still remember. Second. I'll say I still remember watching across the water, staring at the city lights in the distance. Yeah. It was born watching the wealth of San Francisco from his poor Oakland neighborhood.
That means you were like born. You were like very young when World War III started, right?
Not really, no. Like I said, time flows quite differently. Age is, well, meaningless when you can go back and forward in time. And you can control the very nature of your body. You must know, I was born in the future. Future that was dominated by greed of mankind. I decided that I wanted to make something better. I went back in the past and began engineering, trying to guide the world towards a more positive outcome.
so was it World War III, or was it something specific that happened that made it so you had no other option but to step in?
I failed to properly assess mankind's greed and selfishness. I used to manipulate things from the shadows, but that conflict showed that I must be upfront, direct. That conflict showed me that there are people in the world that simply cannot coexist with others. The only way to build a healthy, safe society is to remove those people. I began working on the floors in a last-ditch attempt to stratify things. But then I realized purification process needs to be more precise, more strict.
I gotta be honest. I understand, but it sounds like your life story did suck. But it sounds like you just built a gated. I'm sorry, I think your project kind of completely failed because it sounds like you built like a gated community up here at the top, and because the things down there still kind of suck.
I know. I cannot do it alone. There is a reason why I am offering you this opportunity.
I be honest, for me, I get what your society is from, I get it, at least a little bit of it, but I don't think I can agree with it. I'm gonna have to decline.
He nods.
But can I come here on Tuesdays with the after school programs then?
You don't agree with the society, but you want to hang around it nonetheless?
The history lessons. The history lessons is what I want. At the very least,
benefit from the education system.
I want to. No one can really explain to me exactly how everything got to this point. Everyone seems to have an idea of how I got here. To understand how, the problem, you need to understand the symptoms. I'm hoping to just figure out an understanding of the symptoms.
Yeah, you're the only one who explained this actually. What happened here? Besides, bad stuff happened 100 years ago.
Well, I was there, while my memory is unclear on many things. Certain traumatic events stick out a bit more. Seal kind of like hold out like a small device. He says, "This is a teleportation beacon for you."
Thank you.
Yeah, just listen. I can't speak for that, but it just kind of feels like weird to work with someone who just keeps people as like part of their. It's a golden cage, but still a cage nonetheless.
Cage implies somebody's forcing you to stay in it. There is no such enforcement.
Okay, I gotta be honest here. Like, technically, yeah, you can leave, but it's like leaving to like death and slavery down there.
Well, you want to live in the house, in the city. You obey the laws. You have to take care of your neighbors. If you don't want to do that, well, build your own house in the forest. But you don't have any neighbors to bother. Some people have. Some of the other Outlanders have. I assume you'll get to see those places. I'm not surprised by your answer. It's the answer I gotten from everyone else as well.
Listen, I understand. Listen, the thing is though, I don't want to. Fun. Is this history better than what it was before? It's hard to imagine this is better.
Define what was before. There was a lot of befores.
From what I read in the books, like if society was unequal, there was like war and strife, and
He'll nod.
it seems like there's still war and strife. Basically, everywhere else besides. Yeah, I suppose some people.
What is your point? I'm not saying the other 99 floors are an ideal place to live, but I just explained to you that I cannot enforce this consensus upon every floor.
kind of feels iffy. I don't have real point. That's the problem. It's kind of iffy.
Seems like a you problem. But like I said, as you'll kind of like say, then I suppose everyone's answer is no.
Yeah.
Then I shall endeavor to return you back to your original spot.
Even though I want to ask maybe for not, I'm sure for not teleport beacon because I'm also interested in history because I really want to understand this world and there's no other library around. I feel like because I just want to make the world better down there. Just
He'll nod as he'll give you one as well. Anyone else who uses these beacons other than you, they will be immediately executed upon entry.
understood, sir.
Unless you have another destination in mind, I will take you now back.
Ooh. Can we actually still be on the second floor, but like maybe like on the other like a kind of far away from where we dropped down, just in case we don't get like attacked the moment we get back?
I will put you near the entrance area, where the large conglomeration of other Outlanders are.
I look at the others and I'm like, ooh, do we want that? Maybe like some part of the...
Guys, the courage just kind of shrugs.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
If you guys
Yeah.
say so.
Yeah. One last thing before you leave. I'll request you hand me the AI containment unit.
I remember us
Ah.
talking about us leaving that in a safe spot before, like we had her into our mind just in case we all died. Did we end up doing that? I don't remember.
No, we didn't.
We
No.
didn't?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
No.
No.
May I ask why?
It may only contain a fragment of it, but the AI itself is still highly dangerous if one would put it back together.
Gotcha. Grunt. I remember my characters are fully aware that at least Midnight City have uploaded herself to our
Yeah.
little computer system, right? So
fucking box is irrelevant.
yeah.
Yeah, we scanned him already. Yeah, we
Yeah,
scanned him already.
yeah.
We scanned him.
So she'll hand it over basically.
Kind of placed on the desk. Says, I wish you good luck in the future.
I will try to make things.
Thanks.
Listen, maybe you'll see me if you're in the library again. Actually, I don't think you leave this office very much.
No, I don't. As you just sort of blink and you are somewhere kind of like nearby. Like you see behind a couple of trees. You see like some players kind of like talking to each other, and you can tell by their players because of the slurs.
That's okay. Because that was our philosophy task. It's good
Wait.
to be back to real gaming.
I forget. Do NPCs have names above their heads or no?
Yeah.
Or is it just
Yeah, they do.
they do? Okay.
Clover will inside her head
It's
say
just that
Midnight
it's actual names instead of like fucking Sticky Steve.
Yeah.
Clover
Lame
will inside her head.
names.
Midnight, you still there?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Ooh, good to know. I know you said it, but still,
Yes.
kind of worried.
I'm connected to your mainframes. There is nothing in that containment unit anymore.
Cool. Well, guys, what do you want to do next?
Let's go back to our original plan, I guess. Get strong enough to beat up the assholes who are like butchering NPCs.
Yeah, I did want to have a
Put together the
conversation about
resistance.
that. I have a question. Okay, this may be a bit dumb, but what exactly is our plan here? Like, what is our end goal for the whole thing? And she's kind of presumably talking to her friends a bit of ways.
You usurp the beta testers who are butchering weaker players and jumping them at the start. You know, make the world a better place.
So, just to make sure, our goal is just the beta players, right? Just stopping them.
That's the main thing. I mean, helping the resistance seems fun too. I don't know if we'll ever become strong enough to overthrow the God King, but overthrowing the super who are running the place, that might be doable.
I'm gonna be honest. That
I think that. I mean, we have so many levels yet to see, and so many NPCs yet to meet.
as Craig will direct. I think that train was. I think for that game, maybe battling with the God King, but maybe logistically better. Personally, I think.
If we can find a way to beat the God King, maybe, yeah, go for it. But like, if we can't, I think just beating up the assholes who are making everything else miserable is a good shot.
As Midnight will suggest, to find, would also consider finding more fragments of my mind. But certainly sounds like I was able to do much more back in the day.
Yes, I felt that was also my suggestion. Gotta be honest. Luckily, this is a video game. You can go in character. We can still continue talking.
Yeah. Like, guys, I gotta log
Also-
out for now, actually. I got something to do. Bye.
Oh, bye. She's gone.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, the 4 classic.
It's
Yeah.
just I just being up there, seeing all that stuff. Maybe ask the question exactly what the big picture is going to be. You know, there. Of course, I'm fine with taking out the beta players and stopping them, but like maybe the game doesn't have that option. Like what the end goal is, what world you want to make, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. We're just level 2 at the second level. I mean, we've met the God King and all, but
I
you know,
think
we didn't like it up there, but we have so many levels yet to see.
listen, I think for now, honestly going after the AI frag might be a better picture because Midnight. It's not gonna be honest. You seem friendly enough, and if you get more fragments, you get more history, but you'll share more information and stuff.
Of course.
So, even though I'm still
Yeah,
kind of
you're probably
confused, I guess Midnight back then were just following orders of the government because it seems like you want to help people and he wants to help people. I'm not sure why you two disagree specifically.
Is not beyond the realm of imagination that they build us as some form of weapons to be used in the war.
And that case actually, Crash's neurons are connecting. Would you still follow your? Because you mentioned that you recognize like the Alaric, the name in your like ancient annals of the thing. Would you follow? It's probably you don't know the answer to that actually. Fuck yeah, because you don't have the fucking other pieces.
Listen, we'll learn more as we go along, right?
Yeah.
At the very least, Leia's right. There's still so much we have to explore and figure out. So we got time.
Maybe we could meet Baron again. I'm really curious about some of the things he has to say.
Yeah, on that note, as you think about the future,